Today, we are going to talk about gravity, one of the important forces that affects everything in the universe. Whether it's an apple falling from a tree or the Earth orbiting the sun, gravity is at work everywhere, constantly. So let's dive in. Gravity is a force that pulls objects towards each other. It's the reason things fall to the ground. It's the force that keeps us and everything else on Earth from floating off into space. Every object with mass experiences gravity. That's really important. Every object with mass experiences gravity. The more mass an object has, the stronger its gravitational pull. That is why the Earth has a stronger gravitational pull than the moon. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a second. On Earth, gravity gives us our weight. It pulls things down towards the center of the planet. For example, if you jump in the air, gravity pulls you back down. If it's on a trampoline, you might hang out in the air a little bit longer due to the fact of the trampoline throwing you up in the air, but you will always come back down. It's always trying to pull everything to the center of the Earth, which is why things fall when you drop them. The strength of gravity depends on two things: mass and distance. Larger objects with more mass, like the Earth or the Sun, have stronger gravitational pulls. And the closer you are to an object, the stronger its gravitational force would be. That's why you feel heavier at sea level than you would on top of a tall mountain. Isaac Newton, who is a famous scientist, discovered the universal law of gravitation in the 1600s. The law says that every mass attracts every other mass with a force that is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Basically, the bigger the objects and the closer they are, the stronger the gravitational pull between them. Gravity doesn't just work on Earth. It's the reason why the planets orbit the sun, why the moon orbits the Earth, and why satellites stay in orbit. In space, gravity keeps everything in motion. Even though gravity might seem weaker in space, it's still at work. For example, astronauts in space feel weightless because they're in free fall, constantly falling toward Earth. But they never hit the ground because they are moving so fast sideways. Fun fact about gravity: gravity can get so strong that it bends light. In fact, near a black hole, gravity is so intense that nothing, not even light, can escape. That's why black holes are invisible and can only be detected by their effects on nearby stars and planets. So to wrap up, gravity is a force that pulls objects toward each other. The strength of gravity depends on mass and distance. Newton's law explains how gravity works between objects. Gravity is always working, even in space. That's all for today's quick introduction to gravity. If you have any questions, please just message me, email me, and we'll dive a little deeper into it.